The main reason Africans were taken to the Caribbean was to cultivate sugarcane. One of the byproducts of sugarcane is something that many Caribbean people absolutely love: rum. We headed to the world's oldest documented rum factory for a history lesson on how sugarcane is transformed into Caribbean spirits.
We do have the proof.
Okay.
Mt Gay Rum is the first brand of rum ever
really?
created. That is correct. We've been around since 1703. But think about it. If you have a deed saying 1703, it means that, you know, it must have been doing something from before then. So around 1650s or so, we were making rum.
So you have the right to say that you guys are the first established
Correct.
rum and distiller in the world?
In the world.
In the
rum.
world, wow.
It all started from sugarcane. And in the process of making the sugarcane, there was this thick substance that was produced called molasses. Molasses actually became known as black gold. It was offsetting the cost of running the refinery, and you got the sugar, but then you can use the waste then to produce this rum.
So what is the actual process?
From your sugarcane, you chop it, you take it to the sugarcane factory, they're gonna crush it, and you get your sugarcane juice.
Okay.
So that juice then goes into a centrifuge, you add some water, and it spins really, really fast. And while it's spinning, the sugar crystals, they start to form on the sides. And then you get the molasses coming out on the other end. It runs out, and that's the waste product. So you then take that molasses, you add some coral filtered water, because the island is made from coral limestone, while all the other islands were formed based on volcanic activity. The rest of their process is so super secret that they wouldn't let us into the factory with our cameras. But just so you know, the next step is to add yeast to the molasses mixture, causing fermentation, which is the chemical process that turns molasses into alcohol. The resulting liquid is then distilled, a process of purification by evaporating and then cooling. We at Mt Gay, we do two types of distillation.
Okay.
In addition to the single distilled rum, you then need your double distilled rum, and we use the traditional copper pot still to produce our double distilled rums. And that is the real character of the rum.
And that is what makes Mt Gay different.
We have a sick obsession with craft. So even if it's a case that we have to do a bit more to get that rum the way we want it to be,
right,
we're gonna do it. We have our master blender, Alan Smith, who's been with the company since 1991.
Wow.
He goes in, he pulls those barrels, he blends the rum together, and voila.
And he tastes.
That's right.
Out of every barrel.
Over 50,000 barrels we have in storage, and Alan is responsible for tasting every single one.
And how did he apply for this job?
That's the thing. We use Kentucky white oak bourbon barrels.
Okay.
They actually are burnt on the inside. So then from the rum sitting inside of these charred barrels for over a period of time, they get darker and darker and darker. So all of the rum, all of the spirits, they start out clear. And then from sitting in the barrel over years and years and years, then you get that dark color coming in as a result of the charring of the barrel.
Wow. You told me earlier there's a church and a rum shop on every corner?
Yeah, something like that. We have about 1,500 rum shops on the island, all independently.
The island, the same island that takes
166 square miles.
It takes an hour to get around the entire...
Hour and a little bit. And we have about 1,500 rum shops.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more than that. You might see it as a lot, but for us, the rum shop is a part of our culture from since the early colonial days.
Okay.
And it's like a way that really brought the people together, you know?
Rum is everywhere. Rum is at celebrations, it's at funerals, it's at birthday parties. Rum is everywhere.
Rum is it.
We've been talking way too much, and now I'm ready to try some rum.
My throat is pretty dry
Yeah,
as well.
I'm a little dry. Can you tell?